Oh, hello, friend. How are we all today? Good morning. How is life? What is news? How are we all doing today? I hope we're all having a lovely time zone. Welcome on in. I am Struggle Street today. I'm gonna turn my light on. I should have done it prior. It is surprisingly toasty warm, which I knew this week was going to be hot and gross. My day was busy as fudge. I'm just ready to be done with this week, I think. I think after this week, my life should have some semblance of order to it again. This week is killing me, honestly. Yeah, so today I only had technically 2 classes today, which is not a lot. 2 classes is not a lot, except there's always there's always something extra, isn't there? So I also had a photo shoot / videographer coming into my class today. Now I didn't get the schedule for that until last night at like 4:30, basically after school hours. I did read the email last night. But I didn't do anything about it, because I pretty much couldn't at that point. But basically it meant I had to go to school in the morning. I had session 1 off, I had no class. But because there was a videographer and a cameraman coming around to my class that day, well today, I had to go set up the classroom and actually prepare some food. Now, the idea of the videographer and the camera person was to take photos and a small video of students partaking in my class. So you would think that I would be able to just run my class as normal and have these people come through. No, that's not how it works. You need to do it outside of class time and have it staged so that the kids are doing specifically visually appealing activities for you know, short form video. So essentially I had to go in the morning and bake some muffins, which is not strenuous, I'm aware of this. I baked some muffins, or some cupcakes more specifically. I made up some icing, and I literally cooked them, and then went straight to my session 2 class. Then I was teaching until about 1:30 in the afternoon, so I had classes all throughout the day from like 10 o'clock onwards. And then from 2 o'clock, so I had about half an hour to myself. I had this camera person, or actually technically I had students turn up. I had 4 students from our year 7 cohort join me, and essentially I gave them instructions as to what we would be doing. So the idea was that they were going to be decorating cupcakes. Realistically, it's a task that the way I'd set it up was probably like 5 minutes worth of work, but it had to be done in such a way that the camera people could take, you know, action shots of the various tasks that they were actually doing. So it showed them like putting food coloring into the icing that I'd made, and them stirring that, and then they had to like fill the piping bags and get action shots of them like learning how to pipe it. Like, it's gotta look good when it's finished, but fuck me, was it inconvenient for my life today. I am looking forward to seeing what it comes out like, because the kids were fantastic and they were so excited about doing it. Possibly because they were all getting cupcakes out of it. That could be why they were so excited. They got to have some very brightly coloured decorated cupcakes as a reward for participating in such a task. But god damn, it was a lot of effort for me to set up. A cooldown, how dare I? It's like 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, the kids, they did alright. Oh, Axor says I had to hydrate. So yeah, it was good, but it literally meant I was effectively teaching classes from like 9:30 this morning until like 3 o'clock, which is not what I wanted today. I really struggled to get out of bed. Thank you for the hydrate, Hacksaw. It's a good use of your points. I appreciate it. I'm hoping that footage comes to me. I theoretically would love to show you guys where and what it is, but it's also probably going to be heavily tagged with school branding and school students, so I'm probably not going to show you, unfortunately. It's not relevant for most of you, but exposing my place of employment's probably not the big brain idea. I'm not the brightest individual at the best of times, but I feel like I should be switched on enough to dodge that one. I make no promises though. Maybe it'll turn out great without branding and I can show you guys. I don't know. It wasn't just my class that was getting that treatment, by the way, today, so our woodwork teacher was up at 9 o'clock. Like, his class was 9 o'clock that he had to do that. Doxing your workplace? Yeah. I wouldn't put it past me. I'm pretty dense a lot of the time. And technically the work shirt that I used to wear was branded, but it was branded for a school that I worked at in like 2016, so it wouldn't have really mattered. D, are you trying to hypnotize me right now? Because I'm on board. So yeah, all of the arts technology team were going through the same thing today, except most of them didn't have to do the setup like me, because the nature of my subject area being food, there needed to actually be food for them to work with. And they'd requested something that would be visually, would grab users, so doing cake decorating is pretty popular. And there's a really nice shoot at the end where the kids all, like, did a group photo and then took big bites out of their cupcakes. So I hope they were good. I didn't actually try one. I'm hoping for the best. It's a pretty basic recipe that I've used for quite a while, so it should have been fine. Today we're going to play more video games because I want to. Basically, that's where I'm at in life. I am aware I promised we'd start working on Little Ghosty Friend and Lizard Friend. They'll happen eventually. I will get to them, but I need to not do things the brain. That's where we're at. How was everyone else's day? Did anyone else get up to anything exciting? You guys all have a delightfulest time? I checked my bank account earlier today. It wasn't a good time. Don't recommend doing that. Although, unrelated to that statement, my Audible credits rolled in today. So I have a bunch of credits to spend now, because I'm currently on a yearly subscription. So that's nice. I got a bunch of credits ready for more book. So that's pretty good time for me. Played some more Gran Turismo in VR. What? How do you go with VR? My old housemate really likes the idea of VR, but sort of gets like motion sick if he uses it for too long. And depending on the game, too long can be like as little as like 10 minutes. You'd be like, nah, it's too. I can't right now. I can't do that. It's too much. And also, what's it like in VR? That'd be pretty interesting. I personally like the idea of VR, but I just know that the hardware we have at the moment is a little bit bulky and isn't necessarily suited for the average living space, depending on what hardware you go with, I suppose. But I'm very interested in getting access to it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that'll be a mainstream sort of item. I know that it's available for everybody, but it's also not exactly the cheapest. So, and I'm poor. Yay, being poor. In case you're wondering, I'm playing with a cat brush. I think I need to buy like some kind of rubber squeezy toy, because I effectively just use this thing. Gran Turismo, you're in the driver's seat. You can see all the gauges on the dashboard and they all work. That's pretty cool. Is it an enjoyable experience? I'm assuming it is if you've been playing more of it. Is it like driving in the real world? Is that a comparable experience? Can I play Gran Turismo by getting in my car and driving down the street? You do have the issue of both left and right-handed drive cars. That sounds... Ooh, that sounds interesting. That would be interesting. Is there a setting you can make that not be a thing? Or is it just a big old F you deal with it situation? Because honestly, bold design choice, I'm here for it. Like if they went down that, there's no settings. Oof, bold design choice. And again, I'm a big fan. I don't even know if it was a design choice or not, but like it feels like you could get away with calling it one. They're like, oh, we could have made it so it was all left or right hand drive or an option, but they didn't. They just, you get what you're given. Deal with it. Oh, dearie me. I think our ad break's about to start. Oh, it means all American cars are in miles per hour, and he's left-hand drive. Ooh. So no American cars for you. Got it. That would be confusing for my poor little brain. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me the car's internal thermostat is in Fahrenheit. I can't cope. I wouldn't know what temperature it is. How do I know if I need to roll up my shorts when I get out of the car? Put on a hat. I don't even like hats. I hate having things on my head as I have a headset on. I don't love that either, for what it's worth. I use it infrequently when I am not streaming. Sleepy Roster, sleepy. So yeah, we're gonna play more card game today. I don't 100% remember where we finished off last night, partially because my brain had shut down by the time I finished streaming last night. Partially because it's irrelevant and it doesn't matter and we'll be fine. You just need to know when to slow down, because it's a racy game. Broom broom, motherfuckers. I'm pretty certain my chair is slowly lowering me down right now. That's a bit sad. I don't want that to happen. Aha! I have grown. Alright. I reckon our ad break is literally a boot to start, assuming you even get ad breaks. Let's jump this back in. So got some spare boxes here. We put our board games up last night. We need to restock one of these. We're going to reprice in the morning. Our actual income's not great at the moment. We do have a fuckload of stock. I don't know what our current card situation is, but let's get some money. This pack's already worth it. This is a $60 pack right there. I'm going to assume I have backup of these cards on the floor. Yo, $150? Well, it's 143, but close enough. 150. There's some good packs. That's what we need. We need some good packs. I didn't actually... Yeah, there's a box on my feet that I can see. There's a shiny boy there. Do we get epic packs? I think we did get epic packs. We're gonna do some shuffling before we open up and start tomorrow. We're gonna fuck around. That's what we're up to. I'm also pretty sure... I gotta check something real quick. We made a little bit of money from these packs, but not a heap. I don't think we have much in the way of rare packs ready to go. I'm gonna move these epic packs. I don't actually know if they are epic. I just associate purple with epic. And I might shuffle those across too. Those can stay there for now, but we'll end up putting boxes there. This shelf needs to be put over there, and we want a double-sider here. Don't know if a double-sider fits. You might have to move this as well. Ideally, I'll have shelves, like, lining the back wall. And then I'll have a double-sider here. Rather than this single. I could just put two singles here, but I'd rather just the double-sided. It's more efficient. I'll probably leave a gap here where all my boxes are currently lying. We can't afford all of this yet, by the way. We do need more space for play tables. We're going to have to start expanding soon. I don't know if we purchased any expansions. We have not. Now, the way the expansions work are a little bit weird, but essentially it punches a cube that direction, and I'm pretty sure it'll start at this end. So that's going to annoy me when we start doing expanding. Alright. Let's do card opening packs. We got enough to restock some rares as well. I'm going to go through a box of each. Is that cost effective? If we get a good card, yes. In the long term, it gets us XP as well, which is actually pretty good too. We get an 18 experience per pack at the moment, which is not bad. I don't know if the XP stays constant or not, or whether that'll eventually reduce. Or it's based on what you pull, maybe. Yeah, it might be based on what you pull. Because the numbers are fluctuating quite a bit. I don't normally pay attention to it. Something good, please. We have one expensive card on our shelves already. When we sell that, we might do our expansion. Or I might just unlock a bunch of stuff. We're in a real weird spot in the game. We can still unlock quite a few things for relatively cheap before we move on to some more expensive items. But I'll discuss when we open up our app and look at the store. Keep trying to get packs. The license cost or the unlocking fee for a lot of the items gets real expensive. And my compulsion to constantly be restocking probably goes against that. I could probably unlock things sooner if I didn't literally line my entire store with boxes of goods. And like compulsively try to keep my shelves stocked. I don't think I yawned at all while I was being a part of that video today. When I was when I was doing cake decorating or muffin or cupcake decorating. It's hard to believe though, right? That at some point in the day I don't yawn. Because I know I yawn when I wake up still. Hello, cat. That's because I'm not awake yet. And then there's a portion of the day where I'm actually functional. Hello. Butthole. Please don't smudge too much into the keyboard. You'll press buttons and make things happen. Do not fluke there. I can see you trying to fluke. If I sit back, will you engage lapcat mode? I'm gonna keep this box here so we can use it to restock. In fact, I might just grab these now. I'd like to open some of these, but for the moment, we're just stocking shelves. This one fits in here. I guess I'll put these back here for now. I'll eventually want to have a shelving unit like set aside for sleeves. We have a bunch of different sleeve types we can unlock. You haven't got to play anything in VR? What would VR, like the VR controls, what are they like for your little mitts, Dev? Because I know you have some issues with your hands sometimes, so I'm wondering if VR controls would be more user-friendly for you or not. I imagine it would depend on the hardware itself. No idea? Because I imagine this game here would be fine in VR, right? Because you're literally just playing from the perspective of a person anyway. And like all they would need to do is add the little image of hands attached to this box, right? And the controls are not complicated. Can I get rid of this box? I've got 2 still. Yeah, that being there annoys me. Or maybe it's like all of these 2 items both need to go. I don't know. We need some more shelves. We need to sort this shit out. I don't need a box of the Mafia game. Oh, didn't realize I had a box of playmats still. Ooh, I got some of these available. Oh yeah, I got 2 boxes of these available. Actually, walking around in VR is the hard part. There's a disconnect between what you see and what's happening. Oh no. Let's open some of these bad boys. And hope for some fat stacks. Come on, fat stacks. I like how Hacksaw's got to come in here and burst my bubble about what I assume would be a good time. In case you're wondering, the cat did jump onto the desk, but she also just left my room. She's like, I'm out of here, loser.